Hello everyone, my name is Ismael Acevedo. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be showing a doctor feel what it's a child abuse or it was an accident for public service announcement. The father is a commercial well-prepared trained air pilot and Brenda works as a nurse. Both are married for a long time. Both been married for 7 years. Both took parenting course for every book. When Naomi was born, both didn't have any clue that CPS came to their home unannounced. Police took away Naomi from them. Both parents were charged with child abuse. The doctor checked on Naomi. She had a suborbital hematoma. The doctor had said to Brenda was a pre-existing birth injury that caused a suborbital hematoma, which are the brain bleed, not the accident. Naomi had a traumatic birth, wasn't progressing down the birth canal. Then five police came inside their home. Interrogating is not common for our staff to ask law enforcement to accompany them on home visits when safety concerns are present, and CPS took word from the doctor to accuse Josh and Brenda of child abuse. According to the Dr. Robert Block, former president of American Academic Pediatric, when a child 11 weeks old you see retinal hemogryphs in a baby of this age. These are things that will be considered with head trauma that will oftentimes be associated with some type of child abuse circumstances. His answer will be no. There are other disease and conditions that cause pre-hemography. Hemogryph. Don't 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 the hemography themselves don't take on the same form of number distribution as we see when shaking or impact injury had occurred. Robert Bloch said this is injustice infant taking care of taking care of the infant and family. Everyone on those medical associations accept the abusive head trauma diagnostic and the evaluate and the 2000 articles that has been published justifying the way we think about this is a terrible injustice that's being done. They are absolutely wrong, and that's something that need to be talked about. When Judge giving his explanation over the little plastic 2-pound doll, he grabbed the doll. For example, the doctor called it a child abuse. On Judge admitted accidentally losing grip by the left knee causing her to fall off his lap. Naomi was sliding forward off his knee and her head was heading toward the coffee table. I reached out quickly as possible to catch her before she hit the table. The explanation came wrong. Josh had a smaller doll. He didn't grab the doll correctly when they slipped out in the air. Based on the state of Michigan petition, would we conclude that there was abuse, which results in a 15 days of hospitalization. When Judge was alone with the 11-year-old daughter, Judge admitted Naomi fell accidentally off his lap. The polygraph test result came to ask these questions. Since birth has Naomi experienced physical trauma that has not been reported? Josh responded, no. Naomi Burr had there been any injuries of her that has not been reported? No. Other than the March 15 events, are you aware of any other injuries to Naomi? No. The court didn't hear these questions asked to John. These will be some of the four problems for a baby risk associated with vacuum assisted delivery: side effects, superficial scalp marking, neonatal jaundice, intracranial hemography, and retinal hemography. A baby head which is 25 of his total body weight, shaking it around inside the brain is going against the wall of the cranium, is slamming back and forth, front, forth. Blood start leaking, start pulling up into the empty space between the brain and the cranium. Blood pulls pressure on the brain. Eventually, the retina, as which the lining behind the eyeballs has a blood vessel that it's getting pulled as we all start leaking blood. The block on the back of the eye, which is retina hemograph. This is the hemographing. See this blood spot on the back of the eye, shaken by the syndrome, but is not the only thing that can cause vacuum procedure. Physiological, sociological, forensic thing on the nature shaking the baby syndrome, and the associated damage that can be done by the neck, brain to the optical.